Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to look at how we can get information entered in by the user. And there are a couple of ways in which we can do this. And the method that we use depends on whether we want the user to enter text or whether we want the user to enter number. So let's look first at how we get text in from the user. Suppose we simply want to ask the user their name. First thing we need to do is we need to create a variable to store their name. So we're going to create a variable called fname. Now, whereas previously we'd done this method and simply created the variable with the text in already, what we're going to do this time is actually get the user to enter their name. So, for that we need to use a function in Python called raw input. And then inside the quotation marks we need to suggest some sort of message to the user as to what we want them to do. So I'm simply going to say enter your name. Once we've done this, we can then simply tell Python to print whatever it is that they've entered into this fname variable using the raw input command. So what we've got here is a command that asks the user to enter their name using the raw input function and stores whatever they type into the fname variable. What we can then do is treat this like any other variable and simply print the contents of whatever is in fname. So let's run this and see what happens. As expected, we get an input box asking the user to enter their name. This is the text that we typed here. Enter your name, enter your name. And all we're going to do is type the name into the box here. As soon as we click on OK, Python then print whatever they typed into that input box. Let's run it again, this time with a different name, Paul, and because we've typed a different name in here, then that name Paul will now be the fname variable value, so that when we click on OK, it'll now output Paul. Obviously, we can do more than just this with it. Let's create another variable called sname, for surname. Let's create another raw input box, and now let's ask them to enter your surname. What we can now do is on the print command line we can ask them to output their first name and then their sname. So let's run it. Enter your name, okay, Kevin. Enter your surname, Salt, and hopefully we've now outputted the message Kevin Salt here. We can tidy this up a little bit like we've done before by simply adding the space between there, so that when we run it this time, when we type in Kevin, when we type in Salt, it looks a little tidier down here. We can also do things like this. Hello. Here. And then at the end here, we can do something like this. Pleased to meet you. So we're saying print hello, then whatever is in fname, then a space, then whatever is in sname, and then pleased to meet you. So let's run this. Type in our name, Kevin. Type in our surname, Salt. And then hopefully down at the bottom here, we've now got the message, hello Kevin Salt, pleased to meet you. And that concludes this tutorial.